Hey there, travel bugs. Big changes are coming to a vacation near you. Ever dream of jet-setting off to exotic destinations, feeling the sand between your toes, or maybe saying bonjour to a croissant in Paris? Well, hold on to your hats, folks, because the way we travel is changing faster than a chameleon in a disco. Don't worry, it's not all turbulence and passport control lines. In fact, some of these changes are pretty darn cool. We're talking smoother check-ins, greener travel options, and even high-tech ways to keep everyone safe and sound. So buckle up, buttercups, as we unpack the top 5 travel changes you need to know about before booking your next big adventure in 2025. Get ready to be surprised, informed, and maybe even do a little happy dance because traveling just got a whole lot more interesting. Okay, first things first, let's talk about passports. You know, that little book that proves you're, well, you. The big news here is that some countries are getting a tad stricter about those expiration dates. It used to be that having a passport valid for your trip was enough, but now, some destinations want to make sure you have at least 6 months left before it expires. I know, another thing to remember, right? But hey, look at it this way. It's better to be safe than sorry, especially when you're about to jet off to a foreign land. Nobody wants to be stuck at the airport because their passport expired yesterday. Talk about a vacation buzzkill. So, here's the deal. Before you even think about booking that trip, dust off your passport and give it a good once-over. Check the expiration date. If it's getting close to that 6-month mark, it might be time for a renewal. Trust me, dealing with it now will save you a whole lot of headaches, and maybe even a few tears, later on. Think of it as a little pre-vacation to-do list item. Get it out of the way, and then you can focus on the fun stuff, like deciding which swimsuit to pack or which local delicacies you're going to try. And speaking of delicacies, can we talk about how good those little macarons from La Durée are? Seriously, if you ever find yourself in Paris, do yourself a favor and grab a box or two. But I digress. Passport, 6 months, got it? Great. All right, let's talk airport security. We've all been there, right? Shoes off, laptops out, pockets emptied. It's not exactly the most glamorous part of traveling, but guess what? Things are about to get a whole lot smoother and more high-tech at airports around the world. Think futuristic scanners that can see through your carry-on like Superman's X-ray vision. Okay, maybe not exactly like Superman, but these new scanners are pretty amazing. They can detect prohibited items faster and more accurately than ever before. That means shorter lines, quicker screenings, and more time to relax before your flight. And speaking of relaxation, how about those airport massage chairs? I always treat myself to a little pre-flight shiatsu. It's the perfect way to de-stress before a long journey. But back to security. Another cool thing popping up at airports is touchless technology. Think facial recognition software for check-in and boarding, and even robots that can disinfect surfaces and help you find your gate. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie, but trust me, it's real and it's happening now. These advancements are all about making travel safer, more efficient, and less stressful for everyone. So next time you're at the airport, don't be surprised if you see a robot rolling by or a scanner that seems to know what you had for breakfast. It's just the future of travel unfolding before your very eyes. And who knows, maybe one day we'll all be jetting off to our destinations beamed up Star Trek style. But until then, I'll settle for a good airport massage chair and a smooth security experience. Chapter 3. Baggage fees. What you need to know. Okay, let's talk baggage fees, shall we? We all know the drill. You pack light, you think you're in the clear, and then, bam! Hit with an unexpected baggage fee at the check-in counter. Well, good news and not so good news, folks. The good news is that airlines are getting a little more transparent about their baggage fees. No more hidden charges or last-minute surprises. The not so good news? Some airlines are introducing new fees for carry-on bags. I know, it seems a little counterintuitive, right? But the thinking is that by charging for carry-ons, it will encourage people to check their bags, which can actually speed up boarding times. Now, before you go throwing your peanuts at the screen, hear me out. Many airlines are still offering free personal items like purses and backpacks. And some are even offering discounted baggage fees if you book and pay for your bags online in advance. So what's the takeaway here? Pay attention to the baggage policies of the airline you're flying. Read the fine print, compare prices, and factor in those baggage fees when budgeting for your trip. And hey, if you're a master packer who can fit everything you need into a small backpack, More power to you. You'll be sailing through security and saving some cash while you're at it. Now, where were we? Oh yes, traveling in 2025. Get ready for some exciting new changes. Chapter 4. Digital Health Passports, your ticket to travel. Hold on to your hats, everyone, because we're about to enter the world of high-tech travel documents, digital health passports. Now, before you start picturing a passport with flashing lights and a siren, let me explain. These digital passports are basically like having all your important health information, your vaccination records, recent test results, you name it, all stored securely in one place, usually on your smartphone. Think of it like a digital VIP pass for your health, making it easier and faster for you to show authorities that you meet all the necessary health requirements for entry into a country. No more fumbling with paper documents or worrying about losing that little yellow vaccination card. It's all right there in your pocket, digitally secured and ready to go. Now I know what you're thinking, Ellen, is this safe? What about my privacy? And those are all valid concerns. But the good news is that these digital health passports are designed with privacy and security in mind. They use encryption and other fancy tech stuff to protect your data, and you have control over what information you share and with whom. So, while it might seem a little strange at first, digital health passports have the potential to make traveling in 2025 and beyond a whole lot smoother, safer, and more efficient. Plus, it's one less thing to pack, and we all know how much I love to travel light. Chapter 5. Eco-travel takes flight. Sustainable adventures. Oh wait. Alright, all you eco-conscious adventurers, this one's for you. Get ready to pack your reusable water bottles and your sustainable travel essentials because the future of travel is green, and I'm not just talking about the scenery. Airlines are stepping up their game when it comes to reducing their carbon footprint. We're talking about more fuel-efficient planes, sustainable aviation fuels made from things like cooking oil, seriously, and even initiatives to offset carbon emissions from flights. But it's not just the airlines. Hotels are getting in on the action too, with eco-friendly accommodations that focus on energy conservation, water saving, and waste reduction. Think solar panels, rainwater harvesting systems, and locally sourced organic food options. And if you're really feeling adventurous, why not explore the world of carbon-neutral travel? From electric vehicles to cycling tours and eco-lodges, there are more ways than ever to reduce your environmental impact while still having an amazing travel experience. So, whether you're a seasoned eco-warrior or just starting to think about your travel footprint, there are plenty of options for making your 2025 adventures both memorable and sustainable. Because let's face it, we all want to preserve the beauty of this planet for future generations of travelers to enjoy. Well, folks, there you have it. The top 5 travel changes that will affect your next trip in 2025 and beyond. From high-tech passports and scanners to eco-friendly travel options, the future of travel is looking pretty exciting, right? If you're planning your next vacation, be sure to check out the links in the description below. Expedia offers some amazing deals on flights, hotels, and vacation packages that you won't want to miss. I've personally used Expedia for my trips, and it's been fantastic. From the ease of booking to the great customer service, I highly recommend it. Check out the link in the description to book your next adventure with Expedia and experience the same great service.